Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. Risking my Legends of Tomorrow Season 1 Episode 1 review and rundown. Whole lot of stuff to run down. The show is already getting off to a really great start. Thought that some of the one of the few characters were okay. I have two characters I'm not really crazy about yet, but most of everything was awesome. So let's get started. Let's do this. Okay, so this episode, really great. I feel like everything in Legends of Tomorrow right now is amazing. Some of the characters, two of the characters I did not get too great into. I like some of the, I will talk about them. I'll reveal them. Rip Hunter, one of the characters I did not get into yet. I feel like I'm warming up to Rip Hunter though. It's already the first episode, I'm already warming up to him. But I don't necessarily like Hawkman. I don't know if it's the actor, or I don't know if it's just the character or the writing for the character, but I don't necessarily like Hawkman. I feel like they could have had a better choice with casting. I know, it's weird, because he's a really good Hawkman, the guy who plays Hawkman. Really good person, really good character. I just feel like it's not, I don't know, I think it's the writing for the character that's just putting it off for me. But let's talk about what happened in this episode. So basically what's going on is that Vandal Savage has taken over the world in the future. We have no idea how Vandal Savage is even back, because you guys remember, he got taken down in the Arrow Flash crossover, but then Merlin came in, you will be alive, or whatever he said, I can't remember exactly, but what happened, I have no idea. How is Vandal Savage going to come back in terms of, present day, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I can understand, him in the past, but him in the future, he'd have to be alive. And they said that he can come back from one cell or one organism, whatever they said. And I feel like something's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe magic will do something, have something to do with it, since Arrow's kind of on that magic part, and Vandal Savage kind of comes from, that, kind of area a little bit. But I have no idea. Or maybe it's I don't know. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Maybe we'll get an explanation. Maybe we won't yet. I feel like they have to explain it at least some point with Merlin. Maybe what's going to happen. Ooh, wouldn't this be cool if they found out how he got back, when we explained it, and they found out Merlin had something to do with it. They go to the League of Shadows, or League of Assassins, League of Shadows, whatever you want to call it, League of Assassins, and they confront Merlin as Ra's al Ghul, battle his men, battle his army, basically, and take them down, and then take over and, stop Merlin. That would be so cool. That would be awesome. As a mid-season finale, Oh, that'd be so cool. But basically, let's talk about it. So, Vandal Savage taking over the world. He kills Rip Hunter's family, Jonas and his wife. Or maybe, I guess it's his wife, yeah. So, he kills them. Rip Hunter pleads to the Time Masters, which is really cool. I'm loving the Time Masters. He's like, hey, we have to save the world here, because this is craziness. And the Time Masters, only want to preserve the timeline. They don't want to help humanity. But Rip Hunter, in this case, says, listen, you ain't got no humanity. You're not going to have any timeline to protect if humanity gets destroyed by Vandal Savage. And they're like, ugh. And then he goes rogue from the Time Masters, takes his time ship, goes back in time, tries to form an elite team of people to help him travel through time to take down Vandal Savage. And it goes craziness, where Chronos, who you guys met in the episode, the big guy with the mask and the craziness, and the gun, yeah, Chronos was actually, he's kind of a weirder character in the comics. He's not a bounty hunter craziness like he is in this one, and he's not, all robotic awesome. He's kind of just, different in the comics, way different. So I understand why they changed him. He looks really cool. I'm excited to see when we get more of him. The Time Masters sent Chronos after Rip Hunter and to get him back. And Chronos is actually an Atom villain, if you guys are wondering. But anyway, going on with that, Rip Hunter goes back in time, gets the elite team. He gets the Atom. Okay, the Atom was working with Green Arrow, with Damien Dark stuff. Then we also get White Canary and Beirut. The Hawks are saving people. Martin Stein and Jackson, they're saving people. Captain Cold and Heatwave are robbing places. All of these things are going on right now, and he gets them all together and says, hey, you're not heroes or villains, you're legends in the future. Which we'll talk about later on, because there's a big thing revealed that goes on with that. And so basically, the Atom says, I died. I'm a billionaire. I'm this crazy thing going on. I died, and nothing happened. No one cared. And so basically what went on there is that he wants to make his life mean something. He wants to be that legend. He wants to be a hero, and he wants to save the world. And so they all come together to this team, except for Jackson. He didn't want to be there, and so Martin Stein just knocks him out with that drink. So that was kind of hilarious. And so they drag him there, and they go into the time ship. The Wave Rider, which is named after the character Wave Rider. Booster Gold was actually Wave Rider, I think. Or was it Rip Hunter or Booster Gold? I think Booster Gold was the Wave Rider originally. Not originally, sorry. Later on in the comics, they changed him into the Wave Rider. But the Wave Rider itself originally was just another character. But basically, what happens with the Wave Rider, it's named after the character. And then we also have Gideon. Gideon, yes, that's right, Gideon. The same Gideon that was on The Flash, played by Morena Baccarin, is back. She is not playing Gideon anymore, which I can understand. She's doing this whole promotion stuff for the Deadpool movie. She's on Gotham. She really doesn't have any time to be on The Flash anymore and voice Gideon. So we have a new voice. I kind of can't, decide which voice I like better, but, you know what I mean? And so basically, they go back to the 70s, and that's where we see, I love the 70s, and with White Canary, bar fights, craziness going on. Then we actually get 2 Star Wars jokes as well, with Darth Vader and Boba Fett. Then we also get the main story that's going on with Rip Hunter and the others, with the Doctor, I can't remember his name, Boardman? Yeah, Dr. Boardman, I think that was his name. Boardman back at the college, and then that Boardman is actually Hawkman and Hawkgirl's son from a previous life. During World War I believe. Wouldn't that be cool if, the movies and the TV shows were connected, and Hawkman and Hawkgirl were in the Wonder Woman movie? I would flip out, but they're not connected. But what if they're... Maybe that's a subtle hint. But they wouldn't know, right? They wouldn't know about the Wonder Woman movie. Or maybe they would, I don't know. But wouldn't that be cool if they were connected and we see a Hawkman and Hawkgirl in the Wonder Woman film? Oh, that would be so cool. But basically what goes on in that past life, they have their son. They get murdered again when he's 10, and so he grows up, and then they find out that's his son, their son, and so they take him back to the Wave Rider after the big Chronos battle, and after that he dies from the Chronos battle. And that kind of goes back to the Flash Season 1, where Eobard Thawne says, once you replace something in time, time will find another bad event to put back. Time will find a bad event to replace that one that you've changed, which is kind of what happened, which is really cool. But, yeah. And then we get revealed, Rip Hunter kind of had this big thing going on where none of them, see all them back there? None of them are legends. None. The world, or I guess the future that Rip Hunter is in, his future, nobody gets a zip about them. No one cares. They're not legends. They're the opposite of legends. And they're just like, whoa, you lied, fool, you lied. And then they're just like, oh, I don't like this. So they're not really legends at all, but they said, hey, we can make our own fate. We can make our own destiny. And I guess they're going to become legends once they save the world, right? But it was kind of fun to see that they're not legends at all. They're zero. There are zeros in the future. In Rip Hunter's future, they're total zeros. But they're going to change their fate. They're going to make their own destiny and become legends. In the show, Legends of Tomorrow, which is really cool. I love the first episode. It was really great. Apparently, it did pretty good in ratings. Like I said, Hawkman and Rip Hunter, I'm kind of warming up to him a little bit more. We've had time to adjust to all the other characters, so, now we have to adjust to Rip Hunter as well. But I'm liking what they're doing with time travel. I'm liking what they're doing with all this stuff, in the show right now. I think this is going to be one of my new favorite shows because it's just so much fun to see a team-up show of all these superheroes and villains. But what did you guys think? Comment down below. Links up there to my other videos. Links up there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and cinema channel. Here's the deal. The 5th wave is coming today. I have no idea when I'm seeing it. I think I'm going to see it at 4:25 because we have some other stuff to do today, as in a birthday party and all that jazz. So I don't know what's going to happen. If I do go to see the 5th wave, I'll put it on my Twitter. And yeah. Also, I'm going to be doing an Arrow video sometime today. I have no idea. Probably soon, because this video is probably going to take a long time to upload. But what did you guys think of it? Comment down below. Like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.